Next is with GMR Innovex. I would like to invite SG Kishore, Executive Director GMR, onto the stage, please. And the partnership is about GMR Innovex intends to be an active corporate participant to ensure the development and growth of the robotics ecosystem in the Telangana state. A round of applause, please. Rama, are you here, sir? Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kishore sir and Rama here, sir. Up next is the partnership announcement with IIT Hyderabad. I would like to invite Professor Chandrasekhar Garu, Dean Sponsor Research, and Professor Suresh Garu, Dean Startups from IIT Hyderabad. The partnership is, as IIT Hyderabad being the leading academic institution, it shall develop academic programs to facilitate research and development in robotics at IITIs and polytechnic colleges through the Center of Continuing Education of IIT Hyderabad. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. The fourth in line for today, the partnership is with Art Park of ISC Bangalore. I would like to invite Mr. Raghuram Raju Garu, the President of Art Park, onto the stage. A round of applause, please. And with Art Park, we shall collaborate on projects, research, innovation in the field of robotics and AI in the state of Telangana. Thank you, Raghuram Raju Garu. And the last but not least is with All India Robotics Association. I would like to invite Kishan, the chairman of the IRA team, onto the stage. And the partnership is about IRA shall endeavor to establish Center for Advanced Robotics and Automation in the Telangana state with the focus on developing cutting-edge robotics technology. Round of applause, please. I'd like to invite Shanta ma'am, Chief Innovation Officer of TSIC, for the interview. This is a partnership with Telangana State Innovation Cell and All India Robotics Association. A round of applause, please. Thank you, sir. Up next is we have a surprise event plan which is going to be there in a few months from the state of Telangana. We would like to invite, sir, we would like to ask you to stay on the stage itself. Yes ma'am. So we would like to invite Kishan and the team to present the exciting moment. So please request it to go to there, yes. Thank you everyone. The Global Robotics Summit, which is being planned for July 2023, will be a exciting moment for all the robotics ecosystem in the state and in the country. We look forward for the event. And now Kishan will be delivering, so I request you to take a seat. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for a wonderful day for all the roboticists in this auditorium especially. And it's a dream come true for every one of us. In 2016, so we came with the first robot at your ICT policy launch, if you remember. And from that day until then, so we are more than 300 members who are working on robotics. And today, with again you, it became a really dream come true. So we have this summit coming up in July, Global Robotics Summit. And as the name says itself, it's a global event. So from the last couple of years, especially post-pandemic, so we have a rise of robotic startups, or drastic rise of robotic startups. And from 352, we have grown to around 3,750 robotic startups across the country. And with that, we thought we have to focus on some global event. And we came up with Global Robotics Summit. So 25 countries are going to participate in this summit, and with 200 companies, 5,000 delegates, and 10,000 attendees. And we're going to concentrate and impact more than 1 million students across the country and more than 1 lakh students across the state of Telangana. And we're going to work on 10 domains, right from agriculture to defense, and it's for a 1 year long event for the first time in the entire history of robotics. Next slide. So we're going to have Robothons, so which is on July 21st. So we have a GRS curtain riser event. So it's a complete full day event. So where we're going to have Robothons. So it's a real-time problem statements, as Kishore sir was mentioning about GMR problem statements. The same, so we have problem statements across many domains. And all these problem statements will be given into public, and the students and the roboticists and all the startups will come up with real-time problem statements, real-time solutions. And then we have RoboWars, and we have startups, exclusive robotic startups pitching, and then rural innovation in robotics, because Tier 1 and Tier 2 have been doing extraordinary in robotics, but we thought this year, as the state of Telangana is always focuses on rural innovation, so we also focused on rural innovation robotics. Next slide. And then we have global investments. Sir, on this stage, on behalf of Global Robotics Summit and IRA and ET, so we would like to promise you, because we definitely think so this will help, this will excite you a little bit of global investments. So we promise you, so we will get the best companies into the state of Telangana in the next 1 year for sure, which starts from July. And then we have global product launches. So this event will be focusing on product launches. So there's one event called Consumer Electronics Show in United States. And with the help of them, so we are using the same architecture to develop this event over in India. So this will be a global launch for all the global products across the globe. And then we have a Center for Advanced Robotics and Automation. So this will be a completely physical space which will be set up in the state of Telangana, and along with the support of government of Telangana. And this will completely concentrate on healthcare robotics, agriculture robotics, and space robotics. And we aim to get this center up and running in the next 2 years. And this is a promise, sir. And then students in robotics. So we have many startups who are working on it. So recently we partnered with a startup called Stumax, and we created a exclusive 1 million roboticist training program in the next couple of years. Next. So finally, robotics is beyond technology and it is science. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you, sir. So,
thank you.
If you remember, so there's a one video.
Welcome to the exciting world of advanced robotics and automation. Over the past few years, this field has experienced incredible growth and innovation all around the globe. From manufacturing and healthcare to transportation and entertainment, robots are rapidly transforming the way we live and work. And now, All India Robotics Association, in collaboration with the government of Telangana, is set to become a major player in this exciting industry with the establishment of the Center of Advanced Robotics and beyond technology, it is science. The future is bright.
Thank you, Krishan. We look forward for the GRS. Now, our dynamic leader, Mr. Honorable Minister of IT, Mr. KTR, sir, we request you to deliver keynote address.
Thank you. Good evening to all. My Principal Secretary Jayesh Ranjan, our Director of Emerging Technologies, Srimati Ramadevi Lanka, our Secretary Agriculture Raghunandan Rao Garu, CEO of GMR Airport Hyderabad, SGK Kishore Garu, Special Secretary of Industries and Commerce Department, Dr. Vishnuvardhan Reddy, Puru from WEF. We also have Dr. Sinha from Apollo, Shrikant Sinha from TAS, and to all the distinguished audience, distinguished robotics enthusiasts, I welcome you all to this event. Now, I think I was just wondering, in fact, when Kishore said, the monotonous thing of getting an airport cleaned every day is what you said. That can be delegated, that can be done by a robot. I'm thinking, I make so many speeches a day now. Maybe the time has come to have a robot actually replace me and also start making some speeches on a day-to-day basis. But nevertheless, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope I won't be replaced. But we all live in a very interesting time and era of technology, advancements on a day-to-day basis, how things keep changing, and how interesting the world really has become with innovations, discoveries, and it has changed the way we live, the way we think, the way we work, the way we communicate with each other. It has made the world a smaller place and brought people close together. There were times when I used to wonder if my mom could ever use a mobile phone with all features. But now today she is active on WhatsApp. She also looks at YouTube. She also absolutely enjoys, I'm sure, looking at some Facebook videos and other things. So it's interesting to see how humans can actually adopt to technology. Telangana as a state, from the very beginning, has realized the pivotal role of technology in the progress of our state. Therefore, we have focused immensely on adopting every latest technology and becoming a catalyst for technological innovations. Today, and every day in fact, I keep very proudly claiming that we are the startup state of India, and I keep saying we are in fact a pioneer in a number of ways in the way we use technology to improve the lives of our citizens. A classic example of that, what was mentioned by Purushottam Kaushik, the Sagu Bagu project here that we do in Telangana in association with the World Economic Forum is a classic example of that. Leveraging artificial intelligence for agriculture innovation is a unique idea, is a unique concept, and I'm delighted that Telangana actually chose to do it. We're now living in the era of fourth industrial revolution, which is driven by emerging technologies and is disrupting many sectors on a day-to-day basis. Harnessing it the right way will give us the necessary impetus to be a global leader in tech adoption. With this in mind, we have set up a first of its kind, emerging technologies wing back in 2017. We chose 8 emerging technologies that Jayesh and Rama spoke about. I'd not go into the details of that. Our objective was twofold. One, to design policy frameworks, to be a leader, to be a thought leader, to set up institutions that encourage innovations, that encourage more and more tech adoption, which of course, again, the consequentially will result in research and development, capacity building, entrepreneurship, skill development, etc. We also wanted to be a government which adopts technology projects across domains. This way, in fact, our Honorable Chief Minister, whenever we tell him about a new technology that has come up, he always says, what is the positive societal impact of this technology? How will it help a common man on the ground? What kind of an impact can it have? Please tell us. So what we decided is that as a government, we should follow the PPP approach. P for policy, P for partnership, and P for projects. We decided that in a collaborative model, we can actually do more, and we can deliver more. Under this PPP framework, we have released 5 actionable policy frameworks on AI, cloud, blockchain, drone, and space tech that have helped us focus on the key foundational pillars of each of these technologies in order to accelerate growth and adoption of these technologies in Telangana. To establish partnerships, we have set up 5 dedicated centers of excellence, which were mentioned by Jayesh. NASSCOM, together with NASSCOM, together with educational institutions like the IIIT Hyderabad and global foundations like the World Economic Forum. These centers of excellence have, really ushered in a lot of very interesting innovations, have ushered in a lot of very interesting thought processes. From our perspective, the Telangana AI Mission is one, National Center for Additive Manufacturing is another one, Cyber Security Center of Excellence is one such example, Center of Excellence in E-Waste Management and Blockchain District. These are all outcomes of this policy frameworks that have been created and institutions that have been a result of that. Coming to projects, we have worked on population scale projects that are centered around the use of emerging technology, and these projects are implemented across multiple domains, including agriculture, healthcare, transportation, law enforcement, environment and forests. The project part of the framework could be considered the most impactful, as this is where we are as a government can really deliver value to the people. Now today's event and why we are all gathered here today, robotics as a technology has become a game changer. In fact, a few years ago, when I also donned the responsibility of being the Municipal Administration Minister of the state of Telangana. So when I had a problem in my sewerage system, the Hyderabad Metro Water Supply and Sewerage Board, I had to resort to a robotics company. I asked them to give me a robot that can go into the sewer and look at where there are challenges with respect to thinning of pipes, breaching of a pipe's perimeter, etc., etc. These are very, very useful tools. In fact, whenever we see some disasters such as a fire accident, etc., the immediate thought that comes to mind is how do you save? Because property loss is okay, relatively speaking, but human life, the loss of it is something that is unpardonable. So therefore, how do we use technology, how do we use things like robotics to make sure that we actually deliver value to our society? Robotics is not just about automating tasks, or Kishore said repetitive tasks can be done by robots much more effectively because humans tend to get bored. But it's also about unlocking new levels of creativity, productivity and innovation by enabling us to do things that we could not do before. It provides several benefits such as improved safety, enhanced precision and accuracy and increased efficiency. These benefits translate to potential for improvement in several industries like healthcare. Dr. Sinha spoke about how she's been using robots to assist her with complex gynecological challenges. I'm sure there are many, many examples where we have doctors sitting elsewhere in the world, London or US or somewhere else in the world, and performing surgeries, can perform surgeries rather through robotics. We also can think of potential improvements in logistics, agriculture of course, because the other day I was in Warangal in a college called KITS, the Kakatiya Institute of Technology, which is where Shanta is also from. Very interesting to see how quickly the youngsters in these tier 2 cities are also adopting to technology. They demonstrated, the students actually demonstrated to me, an autonomous tractor. They've developed an autonomous tractor, a driverless tractor which can go around in the field. Because in India, I don't think the days close when we actually can have an autonomous car on the roads. I think that's a challenge. But I think a field, an agriculture field, is okay because you would have fewer people. So therefore, there are a lot of areas in which you can really Indianize these ideas, Indianize these solutions and come out with something truly useful, as our Chief Minister says, to the society at large. So by establishing this robotics ecosystem in the state, we are wanting to create newer avenues for growth in other industry verticals as well, thereby boost our economic output and as a result also be a leader in the country. Globally, robotics is seeing an increase in demand. According to the Oxford Economics report, the number of robots used across the world has multiplied threefold over the past 2 decades. Countries like China, Japan and US lead the board in the adoption of robots. India is only the 10th largest market for year-on-year robotics installations, according to the World Robotics report. Therefore, there's a lot of potential to penetrate and grow. And as a country, I think we should aim to be in the top 5 in the next decade or so. India must take up manufacturing of robots to fulfill this demand, both domestic and globally. India should also adopt more robotics technologies to advance its manufacturing capabilities. In fact, we can manufacture robots not just for ourselves but also for the rest of the world. A holistic policy like the one that we have come out with here in Telangana will be a shining light for the rest of the country as well. This framework, being the first in the country by any state, is a shining example of what Telangana wants to show to the nation and the world, that we, of course, welcome investors, startups and robotics enthusiasts, but also we would like to see a perceptible change, a perceptible positive impact on the society at large. Domains, including agriculture, healthcare, transportation, law enforcement, environment and forests. The project part of the framework could be considered the most impactful,
as this is where we are as a government can really deliver value to the people. Now today's event and why we are all gathered here today, robotics as a technology has become a game changer. In fact, a few years ago when I also